Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And now, lining up for
Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So it's away we go then. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it out wide. And this is Iniesta. Always Pele!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Point-blank header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Del Piero. And smartly reclaimed. Iniesta. Strokes it back. Good take, and is he in? Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Gibbs White. Hutchinson. Aina. Manchester United are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Beckenbauer. And it's Hullet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Beckenbauer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hutchinson. Spread out to the left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Lahm is flagged offside. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Manchester United have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Gibbs-White. Played out wide. Aina. Now he's got space here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. And it's Lam. Iniesta. Chance here to counter. Now, can they get him away? Anderson. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. Now the ball in. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. Passing is crisp and sharp. Williams. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hudson-Odoi. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's going to go a long way. Pings in across. And that has been cleared. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. No, that's been intercepted. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Del Piero. Pull it. And he's forced to go back. And it's Hullet. Now Kaká. And it's Kaka. Nice looking ball. Oh, that was vital. Hudson-Odoi. And here's the chance to counter. Gibbs-White.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Played in. That's a decent clearance. And the ball's come loose here. Lovely, now then. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out front.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's very neat. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Iniesta. Aina. Gibbs-White. Hutchinson. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Cleared without complication. Williams. Hudson-Odoi. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's got his cross in. Nesta gets it away.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Iniesta quietly revving up. Beckenbauer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a nicely weighted pass.
The attendance for this match was
It's out for a goal kick.
72,306.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitution.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good read. Gibbs-White. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And it's Hullet. Gibbs-White. Hutchinson. Some good work on the right flank here. Gibbs-White. Distributed tidily. He rises! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hudson-Odoi. Williams. Now Hudson-Odoi. Anderson. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution in progress.
Nottingham making consecutive changes here. Hullet with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's Kaka. Aina. Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking to play him in. Pressure coming in from all directions. Now it's Awoniyi.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Pelé.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Hudson-Odoi. Gibbs-White. Anderson. He's looking wide. Hudson-Odoi receives it in a wide position.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Kaka. And this is Pele. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Del Piero made a good run there.
There will be 1 minute
Williams.
added time.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Nottingham really will have to throw everything at this now. Beckenbauer. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from